We've been having some really beautiful weather here recently, a real Indian summer, and in fact the locals call this period l'estate di San Martino, which means St. Martin's summer, because the 11th of November is St. Martin's Day. But the last couple of mornings we've had a mist and it's been getting very cold at night, so I think winter's definitely on its way, and all the forecasts say that this year we're going to have a very cold one. But that's okay, because it gives us an excuse to make some wonderful winter warming stews. A couple of weeks ago I bought this terracotta pot in Anghiari, and it's a copy of a traditional shape that they've been making in Anghiari for the last few hundred years. And what they would do is they would use this to cook their lunch. In the past, when everybody had big open fires like the one behind me, people would put all the ingredients in this pot in the morning, then they'd put the lid on it, and they'd put the pot by the fire on the edge where it was not too hot and leave it until lunchtime. And when they came back from the fields at lunchtime, the food was cooked and they'd enjoy it for lunch. Now, I've had a stufa put in my fireplace, so I can't have an open fire, but today I'm going to cook a wonderful winter warming stew in my terracotta pot, but I'm going to put it in the oven. So today's recipe is called Peposo di Impruneta, and Impruneta is a town not far from Florence, which is famous for making terracotta. And in fact, they supplied the terracotta tiles and bricks which were used to make the dome of the cathedral in Florence. And this recipe developed because the workers would come in the morning, they'd light the kiln, and then they'd put all the ingredients that I'm going to show you into a terracotta pot, put the lid on, and then put it right on the edge of the kiln. And then at the end of the day, they'd have this wonderful meal which they would share together. So the ingredients for Peposo are very simple. You need about 1 kilo of beef cut into chunks for stewing. Then you need some salt, 1 tablespoon of ground black pepper, 1 tablespoon of black peppercorns, 6 garlic cloves still in the skin, and then a bottle of Tuscan wine. You can use Chianti, but I'm using a wine which was suggested by my good friends at Ottimi Vini in San Sepolcro. So it's very simple. All you do is put all the ingredients in the bowl. So start off with the meat. Then the the salt, the pepper, the peppercorns, the garlic cloves, and then the red wine. And what you want to do is to literally pour in enough to cover the top of the beef. So there we go, my beef is just about covered. Press it down. Okay, good. And then you put the lid on, and then this goes in the oven, in a cool oven, for about 2 to 3 hours. And in fact, you could cook it in a slow cooker if you wanted to, or in a normal Dutch oven. So while my stew's in the oven, I'm going to have a walk around the centre of Caprese. Why don't you meet me there? So, welcome to the centre of Caprese Michelangelo. The village, which is more than 2,000 years old, was originally just called Caprese, which means goat town. But then about 100 years ago, the people added the name Michelangelo to the town because Michelangelo Buonarroti, known to English people as Michelangelo, the famous painter, was born here. You see that church behind me? That's San Giovanni Battista, where he was baptised. So, let's go and have a look around. So, after 3 hours in the oven, my Peposo is ready. I actually took the lid off for the last hour to give the liquid a little bit of time to reduce. But Peposo is traditionally served poured over toasted Tuscan bread. So that's how I'm eating it now. And I must say it looks completely delicious. So, let's try. The meat seems really tender. There's a lovely flavour of pepper coming through and red wine. And with the bread to soak up the juices, that's really nice. Really good. Here from the cat wants some. The wine is fantastic. Very, very good. Okay, come back after the music because I have some information for you. Oh, hi. Christmas is coming, and in the next few weeks I'm going to be showing you how to make some typically Tuscan Christmas treats. If only I can work out what this is for.